states with a ridiculous partnership deals. And people actually knows that that is not any oil processing company, because people were like, okay, people started there looking up the names of those who own the company. And when they started looking at their names, they discovered that these guys they were like the former political jobbers behind PDP Umba. Now they just registered a company and they're about to wipe Enugu of 100 billion naira. Now listen, that 100 billion naira, normal, you know what they do? SPV, Shemokotonje SPV, special purpose vehicles. Okay, fair enough, some of you do, but to those who don't understand what is called SPV, SPV is simply put, it's a special purpose vehicle. They are mostly companies. Most of the time they call them shell companies. But shell companies are companies that you just hear their name, but no information about them is open. But these ones are like Nigerian kind of shell company. So once you join politics or you are running to become a governor of a state, you have to build your own SPV, guys. So they will register some companies. It doesn't matter what they just register them. And as a governor, you allow them to go through bidding, not any real bidding, but make it look like they are going through bidding for a project. So then you approve the project. And here is the ridiculous part. Most of the time, they will take pictures like this and tell you, this company is coming, we are going into partnership with them. Enugu state government is going to just provide land and 20% of the deal. This company is going to bring 80 billion and invest in Enugu. So we have just signed the contract. But you see all of these things, all these things you have on your screen. It's just the smoke screen. All of them are the same. So what they will now go after is that because they signed that and the governor has already shared the photo, you see that company is called, the name of the company is called Pragmatic Palm Products Limited. Now the company will now approach a bank. The bank that the bankers or the bank manager or all of them, they are friends with the governor, because the moment you become governor, they give you that blank check. So they will now say, we need money. We just won a contract with Enugu state government, 100 billion. And we are going to make like about 50 billion in another 4 years. So we need a loan of 100 billion. So the bank will now call the governor. Hello, sir. Do you know Pragmatic Palm Oil Limited? So yeah, of course. Now they are the ones that we just gave a contract of this, and that. Oh, they are approaching us for 100 billion. Yeah, that's fine. Give it to them now. So the state will now underwrite the loan. Underwriting it simply means that if these guys don't pay it back, come and collect it from the Enugu state government and Enugu state people, they will pay. So they will now use the state to this is how the fraud works. They will now use the state to state as a collateral to take loan for their SPV company. Money that they will spend, they will share the money and finish it. All right? And then you will be waiting for Enugu oil, Enugu palm oil, finished products, job creation, job you won't see, palm oil you won't see. What about the money, the loan? They will write it right there. Enugu state is now in the debt of 400 billion naira debt. Now go come they ask, how we take 400 billion? What did they use the 400 billion for? SPV, ladies and gentlemen, SPV. Tinubu did it in Lagos. He's still doing it. At least a lot of you are entering BRT in Lagos. If you are in Lagos in 2006, 2007, when Fashola started what they call the dedicated route on the Federal Highway, Ikorodu Road to Marina. Yeah, when they were cutting the road then, well, the company that got the contracts, it was an SPV company. It is simply called Primero. Primero was just like that one that Umba just showed you now. They are just briefcase company, created and taken out of the shelf. And suddenly, they had a deal with the Lagos state government. They will be the one to manage the proposed bus rapid transport, BRT. This was supposed to be a public project. So, however, they said, no, it is PPP project, public-private partnership. Oh yeah, Primero, how much money do you have to buy buses? Primero had 0 penny, 0 money, 0 naira. They have no money. But they signed a contract of 55 billion naira with Lagos state government to be the one to buy the buses, manage the buses, and share the proceeds with Lagos state government. But Primero, where is your money to start it? Now, Lagos state government had to go to public to go and borrow 57 billion naira to start BRT. Lagos state people are still paying the debt of a BRT. But guess who is the owner of BRT today? It is not even like a shared partnership. The full owner of Primero today, the full owner of the BRT today is Primero. Guess who is paying the salary of BRT drivers and workers? Guess who? Lagos state government. Guess who is sharing the profit of BRT buses in Lagos? Primero and their owners. Every now and then, because the people don't even know the difference, do they? Every now and then, they will write budget in Lagos. They want to buy more buses for BRT. They want to repair the lane of BRT. They want to fix Kiniko for BRT, forgetting the fact that BRT is 100% owned by Primero. But who is funding it? Lagos. I'm not saying it's bad. You know what I mean? They're just robbing you blind. As long as you have BRT, who cares about the person who bring them? That is what one humble slave will say. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? And you should care. Let me give you another example of how SPV works. It is that your blue line, red line. This was a contract or a supposed project that was proposed. Hilawa, you know, it was proposed 16 years ago, and it was meant to be completed in 3 years. The total project was put at the time. It was put around around 14 billion naira. But fast forward to 16 years after, it supposed 23 or so, about 40 or so kilometer stretch of blue and red lane. They managed to do 12, 13 kilometers of it in 16 years. And it's not even owned by you. It is owned by them. When you begin to look at the names of the owner, say, I thought they borrow money to do this thing for Lagos. It's not Lagos. Lagos is not the owner. I say, no. Listen, some of you don't understand. Government cannot manage things, okay? So that's why government is giving it to private to manage it. And they are doing a great work. When you go and look at who is that private company managing it, you go see Tifnumbu there. Anyway, going forward, Enugu people, Yoruga champion governor will do more. And if you are paying attention, right, the ideal thing is for all of you now to get yourselves acquainted with what and what he is signing up for. Because now we're go bear the consequences. So, as for the Oyo people, also Oyo Messi Ogo. Oyo Messi Ogo. Now you have a minister who is the minister of darkness, a clown, a complete shame. That if you are from Ibadan, you are from Oyo State. When you see Adelabu Bayo, Penkelemesi, you should cover your face like that, and possibly tell us that you're not from Oyo State. Because I mean, come on now, you have a minister that is already there for all the wrong reasons. Then this madman now decided to go back and help the Oyo people to help them manage the sufferings. Can you believe that? He went on and he said he's giving them 10,000 bags of rice, 10,000 bags of rice to be shared to the 15 million people of Oyo State. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I think you should hear from him directly.
Of Oyo State, on behalf of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, I'm handing over 10,000 bags of rice to all the people of Oyo State to enjoy as the phase one of the food security palliative under the New Hope agenda of Tinubu administration. May God help us. Amen. Thank you. Please, to the Muslim community, symbolically for the people.
Somebody is there or praying, but she's actually cursing. Adebayo, anybody that wants you to die will die before you. God bless you, Jagaban. Thank you so much, Jagaban, for food. I want for food only, for food Kayode, FFK. That is exactly where they wanted you. Wretched, poor, and possibly mad. And they can come back and be the ones to feed you. Yeah, give them rice, give them food, give them money. And everything else doesn't really matter. They probably will have energy to pray for you. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Bible. Anybody that says you should die will die. Thank you so much for this food, Father. Kind of. But a lot of people have been talking about it, and others are like, it's better. It is better than nothing. We should be happy. Of course, now. Why won't you be happy? You are exactly where they want you to be. So be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Kind of. But let me have, I think I do have a word for the Ronukus. If you are an Agbadorian, a bad idiot, a bad start, Abobakus or Alemajiri Oshogbo, I kind of want to say something to you tonight. And I don't mean to be rude, though, even though I mean to be rude. I actually do want to be rude. I don't want to start rude. All right? I have seen some of you who have told themselves that defending Tifnumbu is defending Yoruba heritage. Anyway, see, me, I don't really have issue with you because I can understand what you call it, the level of degeneration some of you have become. But you are mixing things up. Oh. Let's put it this way. You cannot, for any reason, want Tifnumbu to be president of Nigeria. Like, you want Tifnumbu to be president, and everybody that is criticizing Tifnumbu is considered as enemy of Yoruba. And because of that, in your state of mental disorder, you are telling yourselves, the Igbos, they must leave Yoruba land. Now, here is how you are going to know that you are mad, though. But we need to bank on Jensen, and we need to call you to it. We need to call you to order. Okay? You cannot have your cake. Or let me say, you cannot eat your cake and still have it too. Wà pẹ́ láyé, ojú ò ní rí bí. Ìkan lẹ máa mú bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹ ṣe president. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣe president over one Nigeria. Ẹ ní choice o. Tẹ́ máa kú lẹ máa kú, tẹ́ máa kú lẹ máa kú. You would have to live with non-Yorubas in everywhere they choose to live legitimately. Or, if you want to live in a Yoruba land that non-Yorubas are not welcome, then you would have to let go Nigeria. You would have to pick yourself up and begin to demand for, let's start with it too. If you don't like Yoruba nation, call your own United People of Yoruba land or United States of Yoruba. With that, you can form a group, a political group inside the new country, Yoruba country. And you can then fight to take over power, where you can now bar the Igbos and all the non-Yorubas from coming to Yoruba land. Check and repeat here. Except for the fact that some of you are really, really mad. And we need to tell you, no amount of what your political criminals have taught you, the hatred, okay, that you are spreading about the Igbos, and you are looking for those to join you, because according to you, the Igbos don't like Tifnumbu, the Igbos don't like APC, and because of this, it is an affront on Yoruba people for Igbos not to like Tifnumbu and Tifnumbu's party. So, because of this, the Igbos, they must be chased out of Yoruba land. I am just saying this to you that whenever your brains are back to normal, it's not possible that you have your brains back. It's not likely going to happen. But I'm saying this to the future you, that if you finally come back to your senses, all these wishes are possible, but there are some that are not possible. I know some of you who have been impoverished, disadvantaged, Olori Buruku Omoalis in Yoruba land, who are defending those who continue to make our people poor, those who continue to underdevelop our land, those who destroy our institutions. Because you want to shield them, you want to protect them, you decided to start spreading hate. And any Yoruba that doesn't welcome these criminals or ever speak well of them, you think you have a mandate that you can now, in defense of your criminal leaders, okay, try to ram whatever it is that you are telling yourselves in your WhatsApp group, ram it down our throats. Eje, palabaya. You know something? Not only Yoruba Omoluwabis that we are going to pick up the pankere taman noyipa. When the beating starts, not only the AB, the hunger that is already beating some of you, which APC, Egbekegbe, is responsible for. Shungbonsi, AB alapadupe tó ń pa yín lọ́wọ́, Egba, and it's going to be a matter of time soon. Because we know what you stand for is not for Yorubas. It's not for the progress of Yoruba land. It is the hatred that APC, Egbekegbe, represents that you are trying to repeat and repeat and repeat, and you believe in that. You can actually have a Yoruba land where you can display that your madness. Okay? There are people in America that if they have their way, everybody, legal immigrants in America, they will leave. There are many of them, the Red Dead in Europe too. The difference is that most of them have not had the chance of gaining power. APC, Egbekegbe, gained power in Nigeria, and they planted division among the country that was supposed to be secular, a country that the people were supposed to kind of be from different ethnic, tribal, and religious background, something that they could have built on. They decided to use that as a weapon to keep all of us divided. You want one Nigeria. The one Nigeria that what? That the Igbos will keep quiet. Are you not mad? Are you not mad? If you don't want the Igbos in Lagos, it's so easy. Support the creation of Yoruba nation, United States of the Yorubas, United People of the Yoruba, kind of like that. Join us so that you and I can now sort it out. The type of Yoruba land or Yoruba nation that we want to have. We can deal with you. And if you think you can deal with us too, maybe some of you are already telling yourselves in the camp, all of you in the camp of Tifnumbu, pretending to be pro-Yoruba. Yoruba Obas were slaughtered and killed. You Olori Brukus, you kept quiet. Now, Yorubas are being kidnapped and ransoms are being paid by to the Fulanis. You are Shiris, have no liver, you have no courage. You can't even call yourselves and say, yes, we Yoruba conservative. And Olori Bruku, the Alawoku, the ex-convict, Adeyinka Grand DLT, the way that told all of you to be conservative, to be liberal, and other nonsense you are putting in your head. He's as daft as some of you, and he's also very kind of, I live here and I know him. He's a deranged fellow. But I don't feel sorry for some of you who are as deranged as him. But what you are doing right now is that you are so deluded. You want to have a country where the Igbos are not welcome, but you still want to be president of Nigeria. You want to rule Nigeria because a Yoruba man is ruling Nigeria, or ruining Nigeria. And to you, the Igbos are the threat to that Yoruba man. And you still want to be part of Nigeria. You need to first leave that Nigeria for those who want to be part of Nigeria. I mean, you don't even have any say to tell the Igbos to go. Who the hell are you? You guys you need to have understanding of this, right? Who the hell are you? You have to decide if you do, we don't want to live in the same country with the Igbos anymore. Oh yeah, now support the creation of Yoruba nation. Conservative, liberal, and all that nonsense you are putting in your head. Like one-on-one. Like that one is normal. That's what you call politics of we. Now Yoruba will go to talk. So there is no point in you trying to see if you could force it down the Yoruba's throat to start seeing Tifnumbu or start seeing those who are calling him out. Everybody will call Tifnumbu out from all over Nigeria. But some of you are just so unfortunate that you decided to come and spoil that precious Yoruba name and that Yoruba's, long-held respect from all over the world. From all over, even as bad as Nigeria is, all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, they still have their own special respect for Yorubas or disdain. When they tell you that I don't like the Yorubas, it's simply because it's either they want to have what we have because they don't have what we have. Apart from that, Yorubas are considered as the most accommodating region in the entire Nigeria. We are the most accommodating. And the evidence is there. But you see this Olori Bruku that chooses to destroy Yoruba land and help the Fulani terrorists to continue to ravage our land. They want us to see it the other way. So the advice is very simple, right? I support the creation